a 2000s era lightweight sports car. And for the body I decided to go with a 90s coupe with 2.4 meters wheelbase. And for the panels I will go for partial aluminum, monocoque chassis, regular steel. For the engine placement it's going to be rear longitudinal, double wishbones on both sides, increased quality by 1. For the engine we're going for a V6 with 3-liter displacement. I have to check this out first. All aluminum, dual overhead cams with variable valve lift. For the stroke we're going to reduce it like to 78, 79. Okay, this is good enough. Cast insides of the engine, reduce the compression ratio because we're going to turbo it, increase both VVL profile and cam profile by a bit, valve timing, turbocharger for performance, maybe decrease or increase the intercooler size. Of course it's going to be ball bearing, increase the quality, injection multi-point with single intake, single performance intake, and regular fuel. Increase the fuel mixture by a bit, increase the RPM limit, increase the quality. And for the exhaust, we're going to give it bypass valves on dual exhaust, increase the diameter by a bit, 3-way cut with baffled muffler, and we're knocking a bit. We are only losing power this way. Go back to cam profile. Can we get the around 300 horsepower here? Anyhow, what if we like increase the turbo size? Oh, now we're above 300 horsepower. This engine is not really fuel efficient. What if we make it fuel economy engine? It's not much better. Uh, 308 horsepower is good enough, 309 to be exact. What about the exhaust? Oh, it does give us a bit of power, 4 more horsepower. both turbos are dying in this car, which is great for me. What's the difference between these two? This kind of this car reminds me of one Ferrari and DMR2. Can we morph these? Cannot morph the roof. Oh, let's go for this one then. Increase the quality by 1. Paint it yellow. High shine, medium shine, and no flake. All trims are going to be maybe pure black. Go next. Of course, pop-up headlights. Cannot go without them. It does not fit as it should, so because of this fixture clipping here, we will make it the same color as the car, so it's not so visible. As for the badge, we're going to put the simple T on it. Increase its size by a bit. Put it below the T. Now put the T on second layer. Change the color of this to what? Or do it like this? Not really. I think I have to decrease the size of T and the size of that circle. As for the indicators, same as trim, copy them over here, change it to square. Also change its color to the trim one. Give it a nice fuel cap. Okay, mirrors look kinda nice. No. Higher. Like this. Okay. Now that the car is done, most of the designs are kinda nice. Doesn't look that bad. Oh, just scrap it all together. Don't need this part here. Think we're just done. Best wheel drive. Manual transmission, 6 speed because it's a fast boy. Gears at higher speed, I think, at higher ratio, lower ratio. Geared limited slip diff, +1 on quality. Radial tires, sports compound. 255s in the back. And 210s in front. We'll go back to fixtures for a second. Choose another rims. Oh, these are nice. They fit the car. Maybe increase the rim size to 17-inch. Make them out of aluminum. Clearance in front of the engine is narrow. I don't give a single about it. 3 pistons in the front, maybe to 50 to 60s. Make them the same size if it's possible. Mess with the bias later. No under tray. No active aero. Increase the angle. Increase the brake airflow and cooling airflow. Sport interior with standard CD. +1 in quality on everything. Hydraulic, traction control and ABS. Advanced 90s. Gas monotubes with is it ever worth to go for a pneumatic suspension? It would have to be air suspension, but it doesn't give us anything. Active suspension would be good, but is it worth it? Let's say I am going for passive sway bars. Or semi-active sway bars. What's the difference between those in cost? There is a lot of difference. But it's worth to do it. The front brake force is high, and we're having a brake fade. Might have to increase to 280 and then dump to one piston away. Okay, we're down to 0.5%. It's affordable, kinda. Okay, go back to drivetrain. $12 liters per 100 kilometers. I consider it good for this kind of car. -1% on circle test. I can never get this good enough. Okay, for the export, I will name this car Solus Express. Last peek at the car. It's looking good. Export the car. And we're done for today.